Hello, and welcome to the Where Have You Been podcast. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Bill Roehm. I am the host, and I wanted to take a moment to introduce you to what the Where Have You Been podcast is and what it isn't. What the Where Have You Been podcast isn't is a tip and trick podcast. It is not a destination podcast. It is not a way to save money podcast. What the Where Have You Been podcast is a chance for me to sit down with some very delightful people from all walks of life, get to know those people, and just have a chance to hear their stories that have touched their lives, no matter where they've been, whether that's in the United States, Canada, abroad, anywhere. Each week, I'll have a new guest, except in the instance where we might have a double episode. But typically, we'll have a new guest each week that will discuss their stories about their travels wherever they may have gone. And we'll also discuss the places that they'd like to go. I have a set of questions that I'll ask to each individual, and we'll just go through and listen to them as they tell us about their adventures all over the world. So what I'd like from you is to give us a chance to entertain you, sit back and relax each week, and listen as we go on these adventures together. Hopefully some of these adventures will make you want to travel to some of the places that they've been. Maybe some of the stories that you hear will bring back memories that you've had in the past and allow you to reminisce a little bit. Either way, it's unlike anything that I've heard before, and it's just a very big passion of mine because in my life, I've had many chances to talk with individuals about travel and about travel stories. And what I have found is whenever that happens, both individuals light up. And when you're telling your travel stories, or when you're hearing the travel stories, for those of us that are passionate about travel, it means so much. And so many times I've sat down with someone in a totally different environment and heard them talk about travels that have reminded me of places that I've been or instances that I've had in different situations. And then we've had some great back and forth conversations. And that's really what it's meant to be. It's basically a couple of people sitting down and chatting over a cup of coffee or a beer or whatever your beverage of choice is, a cup of tea, and just sharing those stories together. And one of the things that I wanted to do with this podcast was to make sure that these travel experiences that people have had can be experienced by all. I feel like so many of us have had so many extraordinary experiences, and I've just always felt like it would be a shame for those to not be able to be shared with others. So that's my goal. That's my aim with the Where Have You Been podcast. I hope you give it a chance. I'm going to be fully transparent, put it in the show notes in the description for the first episode. That episode was not necessarily meant to be the first episode. It was a trial run, and I just really enjoyed that conversation so much that I decided to make that the first episode. It was a recorded phone call. The quality is not as good as you'll hear going forward. So I just wanted to preface with that. The quality gets better. The quality of the guests will be excellent throughout, and I just hope that you will, for lack of a better way to say it, like, subscribe, and I guess most importantly, what I'd like is for you to share the podcast with your friends and family, anyone that you know that you feel might benefit from or just really enjoy hearing these conversations. And also, please comment. What I really want in the comments is if these stories that you're hearing bring back memories for you, or make you laugh, or make you feel something. Maybe they make you want to go to a place and you want more information and you have questions. Please put those in the comments. I want to see what you have to say because what you feel matters to me. So once again, thank you for being here. My name again is Bill Roehm. I'll be your host throughout the podcast. So please join me each week with another wonderful guest as I ask the question that hopefully we all want to know, which is simply, where have you been?